So as many of you know, I've created a time machine, but it broke. So now I can only talk figuratively about time travel. And if I were to travel back in time and tell my younger self 5 things I wish I knew when I was him, this is what that would be. Thing number 1, there is no secret sauce to learning how to code. I remember emailing people around my age or maybe even older, trying to figure out how they learned how to code. Like I thought it was some secret, some giant secret that you either had it or you didn't. I didn't understand that you actually had to learn and learn and learn and learn until I could actually get to being a mediocre programmer. I thought I was going to be able to figure out how to be a programmer overnight. That's kind of, in all honesty, when I was younger, that's kind of how I thought it worked. I was trying to figure out that secret sauce, something that would make it easy to get to that success. That's not true with anything in life. Nothing will, there's not going to be any secret sauce unless you're some type of chef. Something I did a lot when I was first learning programming was jumping from language to language, and I just kind of learned the basics of each language, but never really excelled in any of those languages. Advice number 2, that would have to be specialized. It's okay to understand other tools and other languages, but specialize in what you want to do. If it's iOS development, specialize in Swift and the tools that you use in order to create iOS applications. If you want to do Java enterprise applications, learn the tools and the language for that. Specialize, because once you get to that level of, look, I'm pretty good at Java development, then you can jump over to Swift development or C++ or Python. Just focus on one language, one tool set, one type of application that you're working on, and see that through until you get to a level that is competent. You know more than just the basics, something that you actually understand what's going on instead of just writing code. Tip number 3, use Google. I get this question asked all the time. It's like, do programmers in the professional field, whatever your title may be, do they use things like Stack Overflow and tutorials online to kind of help them out with a particular problem? The answer is yes. Use Google to figure out what bug you're trying to fix, what problem you're trying to solve. If you're having a syntax problem, you run into a bug, or you can't figure out how to implement a particular feature in an app, Google it. Try to figure out how to do it. Otherwise, what are you going to do? Just sit on your hands and hope that it gets done on its own? There's really no other alternative. Everyone thinks that programmers just type on their keyboard and boom, there's a giant application right there in front of you. No, they use whatever resources that they have at hand, whether that be a book or Google. All right, we're going to take a quick intermission. That is a candy intermission. I'm not sure if I've told you guys this before, but I think I have a little problem. I'm partially, slightly, maybe incredibly addicted to candy. I just have the biggest sweet tooth. While I eat this candy, I want to talk about today's sponsor. They've been a sponsor on this channel before. They love what we're doing over here and they wanted to support what we're doing, and I think they're a very good product. And of course, I only bring on very good products to be sponsors on my channel, and that is Skillshare.com. I know most of y'all already know what Skillshare.com is, and you kind of know how things go on this channel with Skillshare.com. They like to give y'all 2 months for free for the first 500 of y'all that sign up. The link right now is down in the top of the description, so make sure you click on that. Get those 2 months for free. That's my gift to y'all, Skillshare's gift to y'all, really. So make sure you do that. Be quick, first 500. But for the few of you who don't know what Skillshare.com is, that's okay, because I'm going to go over it right now. Skillshare, to be honest with you, is one of the most affordable online learning communities where they have a lot of different genres of video courses on their site that you pay a monthly fee of $10 to $15 per month on average, depending if you get the annual plan or the monthly plan, respectively. And the genres on their website include things like business, technology, design, so technology would include programming, of course, and then design would include user interface and user experience design, which, as you see in some of my Adobe XD videos, but they go in a lot more depth on Skillshare than I do on my YouTube channel. And what I mainly use Skillshare.com for is their business, their marketing, their videography, and their photography. I like to take a lot of those courses because that really helps me up my YouTube game. Right now, my camera is kind of broken back there, so I'm recording on my webcam, but I am getting a new camera, just for you guys to know that. But they do help you out in many different ways on Skillshare.com, and considering you can get 2 months free, can't really beat that. So for the folks over at Skillshare, this one's for you. Thank you. This is actually how I eat nerds. I have a problem, I know. All right, now that I'm getting the sugar high going, let's get into tip number 4. And that is programming is problem solving, not typing code. Think of languages as tools in your tool belt, but you need to figure out how to solve the problem at hand using your programming language. So don't think of programming as just typing code. Think of programming as critical thinking, deconstructing a problem in order to formulate a solution. That is programming. The sooner you realize that, the better you'll be. And the way I want to finish off this video is very much intentional because I want this to be the thing that you take away from this video and start doing right now. Tip number 5 is just build it. Stop reading stuff online, stop watching YouTube videos, just build it. If you find a problem, an application that you want to build, then start building that. If the first thing you need to figure out how to do is set up a landing page for a website, look how to set up a landing page for a website. If you're building an iOS social media application and you need to figure out how to do login and sign up, look up how to do login and sign up. Don't try to find a whole entire application and just follow through the tutorial. Figure out what you want in your particular application, build a foundation for that application, and then start adding in what you need as a part of that application. If you don't know where to start, well, then you need to learn the basics of that tool set, that programming language, and that. But if you have already built a small scale iOS application, for example, step it up a little bit. Step it up to the application that you have in your head. After all, you probably didn't get into iOS development or whatever type of development you're going after just to learn it. Most of y'all probably have an idea in your head that you want to create. So once you have created 2 or 3 small apps, like a little calculator app or what have you, work on that dream app, if you will. Start working on that, even if you don't know how to do it. So if you, just like I said, if you don't know how to implement a particular feature, then you can find some type of advice or tutorial online, and then you suit it to your needs. You make it work for you. Just build it. That is going to be the best way to learn. If you're one of those few people who don't have an app idea in your head that you want to create, that's okay. Don't worry about that. Create a small app following some type of tutorial and then start adding your own custom features into it. Imagine you have a game like Flappy Bird. What are a few other things that you can add into Flappy Bird, like coins or different lives or leaderboards? I don't know what Flappy Bird had. Maybe it did have all this stuff, but maybe you can add in some little Mario plant eaters that come out of those pipes that Flappy Bird has to go through or something like that. You know what I mean? So just add in some type of feature if you don't have an idea already in your head. Third time's the charm. Just build it. Stop looking, stop reading, build it. All right, guys, that's all I have for you. If you are new here and you like the content that you see on this channel, go back, look on my channel to see if you actually like the content. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Remember, the first 500 of y'all that sign up using the link in the description get 2 months of Skillshare for free. That does 3 things. That gives you free Skillshare, free knowledge, if you will. It helps me because the more people who interact with that link down there and sign up for Skillshare, the more likely Skillshare will continue to support the channel. And 3, it helps Skillshare because they want you on their platform. It's a win-win all around. That's kind of why I do these things. If you have any questions, like always, leave them down below. I read every single comment that comes on this channel. I will answer every single question that warrants an answer. Until next time, guys, have a good one. Peace. Didn't want to hit the mic there. And I can't turn off the camera from that way.